Hello, I am Frances, and I am here to discuss the connections of my work with MaryReidKelley, as well as linking them through GrahamHarman's third table. To GrahamHarman's third table. Excuse me. Now, MaryReidKelley was born in Greenville, South Carolina in 1979. Her medium, as far as I know, are in video and drawing filled with punning wordplay. ReidKelley presents her take on the clash between utopian ideologies and the realities of women's lives in the struggle for liberation and through political strife, wars, and other historical events. She performs scripted narratives with rhyming verses, as well as working with other artists like her husband Patrick Kelly and various family members. She explores historical periods through fictitious characters, nurses, soldiers, prostitutes, and saltimbanques, which is the name of a family Picasso painted in his early years, apparently. She has used a stark black and white palette with art historical styles such as Cubism and German Expressionism. ReidKelley will jumble historical periods like World War I and France's Second Empire to trace the ways in which present concerns are rooted in the past. She is very interested in the history of women, the circumstances of their lives, and how it has transformed what women's lives are now. In her video, You Make Me Iliad, Mary is really trying to retrace the history of what happened to women in prostitution in the past. She puts on a specific woman and has her in the bookends of male characters to provide information we do not have about these women. The male characters were the medical officers and soldiers. Sorry, the dog fell. Hold on. As I was saying, these characters were medical officers and soldiers that visited them and essentially let us know that they were around at all. So MaryReidKelley is trying to navigate the trauma of these women through art, the trauma that was often hidden historically in art. In her work, I find there's a feeling of awkwardness that I quite enjoy. I myself am exploring awkwardness in a new way in connection to feminine or feminal, whatever word you want to use. I myself am thinking, what other words are also connected to femme? And I am thinking a lot about how this shifts or creates something new that is or might be a third table scenario. Now, I'm connecting works with GrahamHarman because I personally am interested in this idea of the third table, this idea of questioning what is the third table of a woman or a human. What is femininity? What is feminal? Might these words involve a third table ideology? Why is there a gender attachment to qualities that both sexes share? We as human beings both have femininity and masculinity, but what if that isn't what they were called? What if they had different names? Would we be able to balance these qualities without feeling judgment? Would we then be finding a third table through wordplay or creating definitions like Donna Haraway? I think these are sort of similar questions that MaryReidKelley might get into. I think Kelly is sort of locating a third table within her own wordplays in her videos. But I wonder, where is the third table for women? That place where woman is no longer tangible. It's not scientific or biological. It's just the energy that is femininity. But then at one point, would one even call it femininity? That is why this art is so beautiful, because the art itself is the third table. It's someone's complete interpretation of a thing without the science or the object itself. So there you have it. We're all fairly connected on this third wheel spectrum. Thank you for your time, and have a good night.